You walk into a room. Maybe it's a high-stakes job interview, or maybe you're sitting down for your very first day of college. Then someone looks across the table and says, "So tell me about yourself." Your heart starts beating fast, your hands get cold, the thoughts in your head start swirling out of control until your brain suddenly freezes. Deep down, you know how frustrating this feels. You're sitting there paralyzed, struggling to recall a piece of information as basic as your own name. This reaction occurs when your brain hits its processing limit. When you are forced to manage social cues, eye contact, and language retrieval all at once without a plan, the system simply runs out of capacity. Most people assume a lack of vocabulary is the problem. In reality, the freeze happens because there is no mental map to follow. Without a structure, your brain tries to build sentences entirely on the fly. This lack of direction creates a feedback loop of hesitation and second-guessing. To fix this, we remove the guesswork. We're going to use a strict 5-part structural formula that tells your brain exactly what to say and in what order. By replacing mental chaos with a reliable, step-by-step architecture, you stop relying on how you feel in the moment. The structure handles the logic, making a calm, articulate response a repeatable habit. We start by laying down the first block, the greeting. Speaking clearly matters more than complicated words. You only need 2 variations. If you're walking into a formal office, a simple "good morning" works. If it's a semi-formal meeting, "hello" achieves the same result. Next, you secure the second block, your name. Smile slightly, take a breath, and pace your delivery. Say, "I'm Ahmed," without rushing, so your name sounds strong. Executing these first 2 steps interrupts the panic. You sound calm, and you've established a steady pace for the rest of your answer. Now we add context with the third block, where you are from. Sharing your geographic background, like saying, "I'm from New York," grounds your identity. You don't need to give your entire life story, just a quick anchor. Right on top of that goes the fourth block, your profession or field of study. You state your current role clearly in one focused sentence. For instance, "I work as a digital marketing specialist." The discipline here is brevity. By limiting these background details to just 1 or 2 sentences, you remove the urge to ramble, keeping your image tight and professional. If you stop right here, the person you're speaking with is left with a list of facts, rather than a sense of who you are. You've provided data, but you haven't provided a connection. To solve this, we add the final block, a personal detail. Volunteering a hobby, interest, or goal shifts the interaction from a data exchange to a conversation. You can tailor this to the room. Framing a personal goal, like wanting to improve your public speaking, shows ambition. Sharing that you enjoy creative projects on the weekends shows relatability. This one detail gives the listener a specific handle to grab onto. It is the difference between being remembered as the software developer and the developer who builds his own drones. Let's look at how this operates. "Good afternoon, I'm Michael. I'm from Chicago. I work as a software developer, and in my free time, I enjoy learning about new technologies and improving my problem-solving skills." That is a complete, uninterrupted 30-second narrative. The objective is not to achieve perfect English grammar. It is about executing a clear, calm, and structured delivery that gets you from being a stranger to making a connection. Take a moment right now to build your own 5-block introduction. Write down your greeting, your name, your location, your job, and 1 personal detail. This framework removes the uncertainty of the moment. You're no longer guessing what to say. You're just following a map you've already built, turning a stressful situation into a predictable success.